Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect. Ooh, this is a pretty interesting screenshot. Also, I forgot to read some codex entries, or whatever. We'll have plenty of opportunities for that in the future. This is a pretty nice and relaxing place.
Corporations here hire their own private security forces. It makes it easier for them to break the laws that way.
Makes sense, I suppose.
Do not be fooled by these civilized surroundings. This is a place of secrets and lies.
Ominous.
What sort of a...
Good. I don't think I'm supposed to mention numbers. They don't write them down on things.
For benefits, of course.
No, I'm sure the company takes care of its own.
We've heard that already, so I don't care. Let's just go up for the time being.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Can I get one?
I can't let you in. You're welcome to enjoy a drink at our cafe.
But how do I get one?
We limit access to protect the privacy of our customers.
Fair enough.
Chilly today. They should put some mirrors in orbit. Focus some sun down here to warm it up.
That does not sound like a good investment for the money.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on Navaria now. I can't talk long. This call is costing 10 credits a minute. It's real time from the Traverse. Would you think it would be cheap? I need some information. There's an issue here with synthetic insights. The manager, Laura Keene. He got caught with his toes wet. The office is closed by Hanshin's administrator. I need you to see what you can find out about... Are you ready for his name? Rannadril, Ghan, Fulsoom, Karaten, Narr, Eadi, Anoleis. No, that's the administrator. The Hanshin administrator. Now, think about it. A Turian wouldn't risk getting his office closed. They don't compromise their team. That's drilled into the kaboot. I think the administrator is using this Keene fella to draw flies from his own clutch. Of course I could look it up myself. But do you think I'm likely to get any unfiltered data through Novaria's own network? That, and it would take forever for any out-system search results to get back here. Thank you, Elder Brother. I have to go. Yes. I'll speak to you soon.
So it looks like this guy has the same suspicions as Laura Keene. So that looks like a worthwhile quest to go on. But hey, it's a Krogan. Let's see if we can find out something about him.
What do you want?
I've heard Opal has something for you.
Like I care that you know? You his courier or something?
Yes, but I haven't picked up his cargo yet.
Sit down a minute. I have a business proposal. I'm paying the Hanar more than I want. I'll bet he's paying you less than you want. Sell it to me directly.
No, maybe, sounds good. Well, that's the thing. I'm thinking that Inamorda will pay less than the Hanar, really. Because, for one, the Hanar has some things that we want. If he gives us a discount, that will probably count for more. But we don't have to tell him that.
An intriguing offer. Perhaps you'll see me again soon.
We'll make the right decision.
Okay. And there's a terminal with advanced decryption. Ooh. Security logs, unauthorized transmission. Not sure if you will receive this, Doctor, but it is imperative you make your way to the safe location. Your history with our organization has been leaked. Your base in the Newton system is no longer secure. I repeat, make your way to the safe location immediately. Newton system. Interesting. Well, on Novaria, you found a log listing an authorized transmission. Apparently someone thinks a doctor located in the Newton system is in grave danger. Fortunately, it appears to the message was intercepted by Noveria security before it could be delivered, so we can investigate that. Get the Newton system in the Kepler Verge. Interesting. Kepler Verge. Do we already have something there? Because if we do, then that's our next destination. Synthetic Insight Security disabled. Useful. Probably. So let's talk to Vargas now.
Can I help you?
Mr. Vargas, I'm Commander Shepard, a Spectre. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas, sales. Were you interested in our services?
It's interesting that I can say this out loud. But that probably wouldn't give me a whole lot of useful things.
I might be. That depends on what sort of offer your company can make.
It was my understanding that the Citadel contracted to a Solarian corporation for its enhancement programs.
Yeah, the Binary Helix goes with the genetical enhancement programs. And, well, interestingly enough, we have an available Renegade option, so let's take that.
Mr. Vargas, I'm here to talk business with you. If you'd rather speculate on politics, I can visit another Gen Eng firm.
You have my full attention, Shepard. I'm merely getting a handle on my negotiating position. First, the boilerplate disclaimer. No genetic enhancement is guaranteed to take. We can maximize the odds, but every strand of DNA is unique. Our patented techniques can provide an 8% improvement in adrenal response, 12% faster clotting, and a measurable decrease in CG muscle degeneracy.
Sounds interesting.
I've never heard of a technique that improves zero-gravity endurance.
It's a first for the industry. The advent of element zero-based artificial gravity made it a less pressing concern. We're still waiting for tests to give us an average improvement. We estimate a 7 to 11% decrease in muscle loss rates. I can get you those improvements for 30k credits per head. For a bulk order, I can work in a sensory enhancement package, guaranteed 20/15 vision and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz.
Interesting, but he seemed unsure about the price, so let's press him.
Are you sure that's the best price you can offer?
Absolutely. That's the standard rate. Of course, if the government moves forward with this on an official level, there might be some additional discounts. I have to admit, it surprised me that you are here for business. There are many development projects on Noveria, some not entirely legal.
Well, this is true. Not everything I do is legal. And confronting him probably isn't the best idea, so let's see.
I wear a lot of hats, Mr. Vargas. Some days I shut down criminals, some days I defuse nukes. Some days I like to enjoy private vices. You understand me?
I suppose. My apologies. Your manner is rather informal for a business meeting.
Nope.
I'm sorry, Mr. Vargas. That's a call I have to take. Thank you for your time.
Of course, Commander Shepard. We look forward to doing business with the Citadel.
Alright, well, we got the data. It will be interesting to see whether they did steal some patent technology or not. Actually, let's look at the journal. I'm quite curious. Espionage. An Asari named Moline Callis has asked you to wiretap Rafael Vargas. She gave you a device that will hack into his personal network as you speak to him. You successfully hacked into the network. Okay, cool. Well, let's get our prize.
Any results?
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
Oh, really?
Only 500. All right. I thought you might have wanted to provide more. Since you couldn't do it yourself, I mean.
Did I say 500 credits? I meant 750. Good day, Spectre.
Renegade points for taking a Paragon interrupt. But yes, we also got a level up. Nice. Alright, and don't suppose there's anything else I can do here.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you. They say there hasn't been an accident on Peak 15, but everyone knows. Something weird's going on at the Synthetic Insights office. The administrator shut them down.
You don't say.
Peak 15 has bio and cyber hazard labs. If there is a problem, they should nuke it before it spreads.
So, Peak 15, quite the problem.
I'd love to have your job. Traveling the galaxy, saving lives. That's what I wanted to do as a kid. How'd that turn into accounting?
Good question.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Which is why you're talking to me. I'm curious.
Commander Shepard.
Nope, nothing interesting goes on.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Not yet.
Well, there are still plenty of drinks I have not yet sampled.
I should let you go.
Let me go. Do humans consider conversation a form of imprisonment? That would explain why so few are willing to sit and talk.
Turians and their fascination with human expressions. Okay, well, we have a quest to go to the Synthetic Insights office, but we can do that another time. I think we have seen quite enough of Noveria. Well, let's also go and meet the administrator, since we were summoned to his office anyway. But I think that will then be enough.
The managers warned us about you, Spectre.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
I can't believe the paranoids that work here. There's no accident on Peak 15.
They say there hasn't been an accident on Peak 15, but everyone knows.
Well, they disagree.
I don't understand these rumors about Synthetic Insights. If the office is closed, it must be for a good reason.
Something weird is going on at the Synthetic Insights office. The administrator shut him down.
Indeed. For a pretty poor reason, as far as we can tell.
I don't care what happened on Peak 15. We've all signed non-disclosure agreements.
Well, according to you, nothing happened there.
Peak 15 has a bio and cyber hazards lab. If there's a problem, they should nuke it before it spreads.
Everyone's talking about the same thing, also.
I can't talk to you. It could cost me my job.
I'd ask you out for coffee, but I have to work late tonight. And I might get fired for talking to you. And the coffee here sucks.
Thanks for the tip. At least she's the most pleasant person to talk to on this place so far. Alright, let's go to the office of Anoleis. Ah, it's Gianna Porcini.
How can I help you?
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
It's not all that much for a planet.
I hear there was an accident on Peak 15.
We're aware of the rumors. At the moment, contact with the facility is down due to weather. All employees should review their non-disclosure agreements and avoid irresponsible free talk.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
What kind of weather cuts modern communication?
A blizzard is sweeping the Scotty Mountains right now. Between the cloud cover and heavy snow, the satellite uplinks are cut.
That's still not very convincing.
What corporations work on Peak 15?
Binary Helix has leased the entire complex.
Oh, Binary Helix again.
So, everyone shut up and keep your heads down?
Loose lips sink third quarter profits. You have a more blunt way of speaking than is common here, Commander.
I suppose so.
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elonis Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Well, we've heard of ERC... S?
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elonis also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
We certainly have a lot of their gear.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Still, keeping a low profile sounds like a pretty poor way of advertising yourself. But maybe they're famous enough that they don't need to.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
Why would they be allowed to develop AI in the first place? That sounds really strange.
I'd like to speak to Anoleis.
One moment, please. Mr. Anoleis?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Okay. So, the man himself. Administrator Anoleis, possibly corrupt.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain spaceborne vagabonds.
You have a problem with spacers?
With any transient population. Unreliable consumer bases. Tax dodgers, probably. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Well, yeah, that is true. That's why they don't like specters here.
And I represent the second guessing of galactic law.
Just so we understand each other. I will not allow you to harass our clients. This world is private property.
Interesting. If you choose the left option, you skip the rest of the options, so it's like 4 options and not 3 options plus extra info in this case. And now you can also tell the shady things that are going on, but we're not going to. However, fun fact, the first time I played this game, I first went to the shop, then talked to Opold, then I went to Anoleis and told him that he was smuggling, and then I got the pass that I needed to get to the place that I need. And I absolutely skipped the hotel. So, yeah, all of these quests can be skipped entirely. And accidentally, too.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
But you have weapon screening in the port itself, and they cannot land aside from landing on the port, so how can they be developing weapons?
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Venezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
Well, Peak 15 again.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
That's interesting. When I recorded this last time, Liara interjected and said, "Who is she?" He said, "Executor." That was pretty funny, and for some reason that didn't happen now. Probably because I asked about Saren first. And then when I asked about Saren after this line of questioning, he said, "I already talked to you about Saren. He's here, yes, and he is one of the major investors." So that's interesting how things can change. But yes.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
I have doubts about your weapon screening. But okay.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? You didn't think that odd?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
Or maybe you just didn't want a conflict with a squad of Asari commandos. Yeah.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
So there is shuttle, surface access, eh?
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Forget him, Commander. If he won't help us, I'm sure someone else here will.
Yeah, we already got some offers. Alright.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
Okay. Well. So what about P15?
Is there some problem on Peak 15?
An area of severe weather has cut off contact. Things will return to normal in a few days.
Yeah, about that.
Why is Synthetic Insights closed?
I have placed Laura Keene, the manager of the Hanshan office, under internal review. I cannot comment further at this time.
Or more like you do not want to comment on it further.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Journal? What did I get for that? Yeah. Information about P15. Fair enough.
How can I help you?
Nothing right now, thank you.
Very well.
Right. Well, I think we've seen enough of Noveria for the time being. And we'll get back here once we actually want to go on the storyline and progress the plot some more. So, in the meanwhile, let's just get back to the Normandy. I also need to check if I have a destination in whatever place it was that we got a quest for. Because I'm not sure where I want to go next, in fact. Scanner didn't beep this time. And some of the guards are no longer here. Opal's package. Cool, but we're going into the Normandy first anyway, so I don't care much about that for now.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Quite. So where are we going now? Let me quickly look through the journal. So, assignments. So So yes, we need to go to Kepler Verge. The Sol System. Citadel. Kepler Verge. Okay, so we are going to the Kepler Verge to find Dr. Salion and find a doctor that is supposed to be going to a safe location. So that might be the one and the same doctor. Kepler Verge, huh. It's in the Terminus systems, or is that still the Atticus Traverse? And okay, Newton, might as well.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I've received some information I thought you'd want to see, Commander. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
Well, that sounds unfortunate.
I'm happy to look into it, Admiral. What can you tell me?
We found a connection between the scientists and you. They all worked on a classified project several years ago, on a cruise.
Well, that sounds dangerous.
This can't have anything to do with what happened to me on the Coues.
Those Thresher Maws killed dozens of soldiers. If this was more than just an accident, we need to know. Commander, Shepard, what you do with this is up to you. I just thought you'd want to know. There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. 5th Fleet out.
Okay, so there's another doctor. And scientists mysteriously vanishing. Ontarom. Though Ontarom's surface is uncomfortably hot, its nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere and abundant shallow seas make it an ideal candidate for habitation by most known species. Unfortunately, the orbit of the moon of Thonal has been slowly decaying since the system coalesced. Its proximity is beginning to have tidal effects, and its dynamo-like revolution through Ontarom's magnetic field is generating increasing powerful electrical storms. Maybe increasingly powerful? While some have suggested emplacement of Mass Effect drives in an attempt to lighten the moon and correct its orbit, the scale of such a project, tens of thousands of drives costing enough to bankrupt the governments of all the Citadel races, make it a pipe dream. A multiracial effort is underway to catalog and preserve the unique genetic diversity of Ontarom's vibrant young biosphere. Exogenicore and Heyuan Genomics represent the Alliance's share of the effort. Okay, good orbital period. Good radius. Okay day length. A bit low atmosphere. Pretty warm. And light gravity. Okay, so we can land there. Not sure why we'd land there, but that's probably where the scientists are. Clancori. Clancori is a rock and ice planet with an atmosphere composed of chlorine and argon. The frozen surface is mainly composed of potassium with deposits of iron. Clancori is famously claimed by the eccentric Volus billionaire Kuman Shaw. He claims that a vision of a higher being told him to seek on Clancori the lost crypts of beings of light. These entities were supposedly created at the dawn of time to protect organic life from synthetic machine devils. Scholl has been excavating on Clancori's toxic surface for 2 decades, at great expense. No government has valued the world enough to evict his small army of mercenaries. Interesting. Machine devils, you say? Maybe there's something to it after all. Wings of Light. Orbital period, 20.6 Earth years. Largish radius. Okay, atmosphere, quite cold. And fairly short day length, too. Okay, gravity. Matriarch's writings recovered. Scans of the planet Clinkori revealed the cockpit of a Volus trading vessel. There are no signs of the rest of the ship, but the salvage team discovered one of Matriarch's Dilanaga's writings in the ship's systems. Nice that they still worked, I suppose. Junkro. Ooh, nice texture. Junkro is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its upper atmosphere. Like Uranus is in the Sol system, it is tipped on its side, its north pole facing the star Newton. Cool. Gas deposit surveyed. This gas giant appears to have a large concentration of hydrogen. You don't say. Maybe because it's a hydrogen-helium gas giant. And finally, Seismos. Seismos is an ice dwarf world, its surface composed almost entirely of frozen water. Normally a planetoid this small would not rate inclusion on the system's charts, but Seismos' unusually large and beautiful ring of ice crystals has made it a popular subject for visual artists. The ring is the result of a glancing equatorial impact, which left a large trench, and threw a great deal of melted water into the atmosphere. The rings are a temporary feature that will completely decay in a few thousand years. No atmosphere, though. Interesting. Even though there's water, there's no atmosphere, but it's probably too cold for that to form. And very low gravity. Okay, pretty cool. So next time we'll probably be landing on Ontrom. Speaking of which, what's the journal saying about that? Years ago, a group of Phalan scientists conducted a secret project on Akuz, the planet where your entire unit was wiped out. Now someone is killing those scientists. The only project member still alive is located in the Newton system of the Kepler Verge. So maybe the Thresher Maws were attracted there for some purpose. And yes, just go there and find things. Head to the Newton system and warn the doctor. So, yeah, this is the same scientist as we got the message from on Noveria. Alright. Well, let's go through some codex entries and that will be that. And we don't have a lot of codex entries to go through. Starships, crew considerations. Cabins give each individual 10 cubic meters of space. On larger vessels, private rooms are common. As ships get smaller, the number of crew packed into a single wardroom increases. Asari prefer shared spaces even on large vessels, while Krogan territorial instincts make it impossible for them to cohabitate even on the smallest ships. On smaller vessels, hot bunking is the norm. Crew members assigned to different watches share the same bunk. When one gets off duty, he wakes up the person in the bunk. While that crewman is on duty, the first gets his drag time. Spacecraft compartments can be isolated by airtight doors in case of decompression. The cinematic vision of explosive decompression is fiction. Hold compartments either take enough damage that occupants are killed instantly, or leak slowly enough that they are able to reach protective gear. Airtight doors, you say? Compartments are equipped with emergency life support apparatus, fireproof plastic bubbles with air bottles. Small when stout, ELSA comfortably accommodate one individual inflated. Damage control procedure cuts off ventilation to burning compartments. Without oxygen to consume, fires die in seconds. The compartment is repressurized afterwards for crew recovery. Mass effect fields create an artificial gravity, agrav, plane below the decks, preventing muscle atrophy and bone loss in 0G. Large vessels arrange their decks perpendicular to their thrust axis. The highest decks are at the bow, and the lowest at the engines. This allows agrav to work with the inertial effects of thrust. Ships that can land arrange their decks laterally, so the crew can move about while the vessel is on the ground. Quite like the Normandy. Warships normally turn off their agrav systems during combat, reducing the heat generated by systems and increasing combat endurance. To provide a point of reference for navigating in 0G, floors are painted a different color from the walls and ceiling. Well, I guess we read quite a lot of text right now, so that will be enough for this time. And I will see you all next time. Later.